they'll lynch you. But he did, and he laughs at
Sorry, I was having a drink. Hi, Russ. I'm Russ. Hi, Russ in the West End Network. Hope you are all safe and well, my friends. If you're new and give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe. I've got a bit of a cold, I'll be honest. Got a bit of a cold. Thursday. It is Anderlecht. And we're going to be waffling on about those Belgians. In today's show. Obviously, we should have Harry's show maybe in a couple of hours' time. Just a quick preview. We have Matt's show today as well, with the stat attack, and then we're ready for the watch along from about 4:45 onwards. Kickoff is 5:45 in the UK. Do not forget. Otherwise, you missed the game. Simples. Let's see, we've got the chat. We've got Toby, hope you well. Waffle, you see, you liked it at all? Waffle indeed. We do waffle here quite a lot. Toby's here. Jay, I can't figure out what that means. It's like modern day hieroglyphics. Blinking chilly. Oh, it is. It is Artel. Very, very cold today. Very, very cold today. It's that winter. That's winter, autumnal sun, isn't it? Really, where it's really shiny but a bit nippy. That's why it's cold when Rusty B's got his tracksuit on. But yes, we go back. We had the preview, the Joy 11s, Matt and Anton's 11s, all that stuff leading up to tonight or this afternoon. I should really say. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. All you need to know in terms of everything that's happening with the current team. Obviously, we have David Moyes' press conference, all that type of stuff. Currently, we've got, in terms of team news, Maxwell Cornet, winger Maxwell Cornet, rather than just Maxwell Cornet, doubtful. Obviously, he got injured the other day, came off after 30-odd minutes of the Wolves game. We've got Ben Johnson, who's been training, and so he could be possible. And obviously, Naya Fagerd, we know he's out, but getting better all the time. In terms of Anderlecht, Andre Treble, is that a mint? Treble. Is doubtful, and their 21-year-old Belgian international Marco Kana is doubtful as well. Safe travel to everyone going out there at the moment. Obviously, with it being a European competition, we have a three. Is it three bookings? Let me just check. I'm pretty sure it's three bookings. 3 bookings before suspension. Let me just check that. And currently we've got 4 players on a yellow card. So we've got Maxwell Cornet, we've got Cresswell, we've got Bonner, and we've got Emerson. Let me just check that to make sure, because that's important. Where are they? Where is it? Let me just check here quickly while we're here. While we're all amongst friends. Where's it gone? I was reading that. Where's it gone? 3 cautions during the group stage will require 8 to serve a 1-match ban. So we're okay. We're okay at the moment. We're not too bad. So we've got 3 on a yellow at the moment, and then we've got. Just so you guys remember again, because I always make this point, there's no goal line technology or VAR in operation across the whole of the Europa Conference League until the final, I believe, in Prague. And then, in terms of who's officiating, we've got all Serbians. Novak Simovic is the referee. He's the 40-year-old experienced referee. He's taking charges of matches in the Serbian top flight since 2011, so 11 years, and in UEFA Cup competitions since 2019 for the last 3 years. He refereed in the Champions League, the Conference League qualifiers, and 8 Serbia Superliga, they're all called Superliga now, aren't it? Matches already this season, and was the man in the middle for Lithuania's UEFA Cup Nations defeat by Turkey in June, and he refereed the 2019 Serbian Cup final between Red Star and Partizan Belgrade. There we go. That's a bit of fun, wasn't it? A little bit of fun for you. Oh, I don't want that. That's it. A little bit of fun for you. Just so I can let you guys know. And actually, Jarl Tripping's right. He's actually in England, so he's definitely not playing. So he is doubtful, very doubtful. In fact, he's not going to be playing. So there we go. Lee, hope you're well. Ralph, hope you're well. And yeah, I just thought we'd come on and get me your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts about the game. We haven't really had the chance to get your thoughts live. It's it might be a preview or R11s, or you can sort of select on the votes, but I want to know your 11s. Who do you want to play? What do you think the score is going to be? How do you think the team's going to be set up? What's Moyes going to do? What can Anderlecht? Are you worried about Anderlecht? I think it's probably our toughest game, I would suggest, out of everything. Definitely our toughest game. But how do you feel? How do you feel about it? What's the scores going to be? You can either put it in the chat. You can either come on for a chat as well. Let me put the link in. Copied. There we go. You can call us as well on the old blower. I think I put it in right. I put it in for internationals, but it's +44 1163 183846. Simples. So you can feel free. You can jump on and chat to me live, via video, or you can give me a call. We can see if that works. Right. Hey, Vishal, hope you're well. We'll be on live from about 4:40 UK time. Myself and I think I'll start off. I think Anton's coming on for the watch along, all that type of thing. Jarl Tripping says, I think we'll be more comfortable than we think. I'm going for 2-0. Ariola, Emerson, Ogbonna, Dawson, Johnson. Interesting. Rice Downs, Ben Rama, Lanzini, Fornals, Antonio. Nice. I think you're probably going to be right, to be honest, in all honesty. I think you're going to be right, to be fair. I think it's one of those things. I mean, they drew with Stenar Bucharest, didn't they? They're not doing great in their league. Neither are we. Let's be honest. Let's not call spade a spade. We're not doing very well either. We haven't done until recently. They lost at the weekend 1-0 at home to Shahilul in the Pro League, where we won 2-0. They played on Sunday, we played on Saturday, so we've got another day's rest as well. But they don't have to travel as well. Artil's gone for a 2-1 Irons win. Maybe be a tough game, but 2-1, not bad. But want to see Skarmaka starting in terms of Jarl's selection. Do you want Skarmaka starting, or do you want Skarmaka playing on Sunday for sure? That's the issue now, isn't it? I think we've got to a situation now, pretty much, where we can almost put out two sides. And one's, I think if we get the win today, that puts us on 9 points, isn't it? I think 9 points. And yeah, on 9 points. If we win both games on the third, obviously next Thursday we're playing the flip reverse it, so to speak. Flip reverse it. With Anderlecht, win both of them games, and we're basically done. I'd say we're done. And then we've got 2 games to spare, in essence, where I'd like to see us play a lot more of the kids. A bit similar to what we did last year. I think we'd probably still need a draw to guarantee, I can't remember exactly how many points, but it's usually about 11 or 12, isn't it? Usually guaranteed to go up or to qualify top of the league. And that's really important, because obviously then you miss the people dropping in from the Europa League and that sort of third place bounce. And you miss a round, and you don't play again till, I think it's like March time, which was really nice, because so many games, bosh, and then obviously you've got the World Cup, and then trying to get people back into the game, and hopefully we'll have a bit of a cup run as well, a domestic cup run. So yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. European football is what we want, and I always look forward to it. I get completely jealous of pictures of people at the airport and on the Eurostar. Martin and John are on the Eurostar now. Martin's half cut by the sounds of the text he's been sending me, so we'll try and get him on maybe after the game to give you his thoughts, him and John's thoughts live. 3-0 Benny with a brace, Johnson on left, Sufal on right. Actually, it's a great shot, actually. I just don't know how far in Johnson is in his recovery. I mean, he's been training, so you would hope to see it. I don't, because I want to go back and start in the league. There we go, you see. It's going to be a walkover, says Toby. Simple. 4-0, maybe 5. 4-0. Who am I? Sound American. For a zip. 2-0 West Ham United tonight. Vischer, very good. Skamaka starting. Antonio on 60th minutes. Both on fit for Sunday. He's starting to gel now. Want to see more. 2-1. 2-1. Obviously, Ralph's done the opposite, which is nice to see. Once again, we have a lesser team raise their game because they want the challenge of a Premier League side. As long as we get the effort in, we should win. Budgie's in the house. Go back and check out the inaugural episode of Old Street Hammers in association with Old Street Clothing, Kaz Pennant's clothing brand. Great show, and an hour 20 of two blokes just chatting about football, chatting about West Ham, two old school hammers. So yeah, no real, a few talking points, but it's more sort of an open brief, and yeah, good fun indeed. James in the chat. Good evening, James. Budgie's gone for a 2-1 victory. If you want to come and have a chat, the link is somewhere in the chat somewhere. There, or you can call us on the old blower. Sorry, old school hammers by not Old Street. That's the bloody train station I used to get to work. Old school hammers. Thank you. Old Street hammers sounds quite cool though. Or you can find us on the phone. Look, 0116 318 3846, and you can have a chat live. You don't have to have your internet. You can just call up and we can chat. 21st century, eh? Win tonight, and I think we won the group already. 5 points clear, and can't see either team picking up the points to catch us. We can't afford to draw the final three. We can afford, but that's what I mean. If we win both games, if we win the home and away leg to the Anderlecht game, that's it done. With 2 games to spare, innit? And then we can play like we did with the Dinamo Zagreb game last year. Play the kids for those 2 games, take the pressure off us a little bit, and then. But then the flip side is you don't want to get a situation where we get trounced by Silkeborg, for example, at home because you've played the kids, and that has a detrimental effect to our sort of league campaign, because that can happen sometimes. I remember when Big Sam played all the kids for that Nottingham Forest game, innit? And they all got trounced, and obviously we interviewed people. We interviewed like Sebastian Leggett, who was in that side. That was his one and only appearance for the side, and he hated it because the one appearance you've got and you've lost 4-0 to Nottingham Forest. Ridiculous. The closest man I know to my name, Ross Smith. Russ, very good. Ross, do you get called Russ quite a lot? Because I get called Ross quite a lot on emails. Really winds me up. Those poor people. Exactly. And I think Martin's been drinking that old Duval. That's a one, isn't it? Duval. That's a big one. Stella's Belgium as well, isn't it? But yeah, definitely he's been on it by some of the texts he sent me today. Hi, disabled team. Hope you're well, my friend. Well played, Moyes. Well, Moyes played all the kids versus Zagreb, didn't he? But we played well, only lost 1-0. We did, and that was good. That was good, wasn't it? Because we lost, but it was like, this is what the future's going to be. I do apologise. I've got a horrible runny nose and a cough. Yes, it does my name. Because I'm very particular when I'm emailing someone, even if it's a very complicated. I make sure I write their name properly. But when they call, it's only Russ and Ross. It's not like massive difference. The worst one was when I was used to go on holiday with my family to Spain when I was a little kid, and obviously used to do those things where you do where you have like sports events, and in the evening you get the certificates. It's like it's before the entertainment, just after the kids' disco, you do the certificates. And they'd always put my name down as Wassel with a W. So like I got these like certificates, Wassel Budden. There we go. I feel your pain. If I have a quid every time someone called me Tony, I'd buy West Ham. I wonder if it's a spell check thing as well. Predictive text. Don't know. Maybe. Oh, but look, Budgie's dialed in. I thought he was going to phone in. There we go. You all right, boy?
No. Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. You can see, I'm in my car, so I've only got a few moments. I was just giggling about the name thing with you and Ross. Yeah. I once went to the hospital for an accident I had in a car, and when they came up to me, they were surprised that I was a male because they booked me in as Olive Tree instead of Clive.
Olive.
Yeah. They circled off the sea and made me olive.
That one letter makes a hell of a difference, doesn't it? That one letter.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they were quite surprised that I was male. In fact, there was a bit of a hullabaloo about it, actually. It was really funny.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's 2-1 tonight.
You got my details out of my driving licence. And I've written it as Olive instead of Clive. Incredible.
Just prove you're a bloke. So 2-1 tonight, you reckon?
Yes, I think it's going to be possibly 0-0 at half time.
Yeah.
And then David Moyes will, rattle his magic shaker and, I think we'll probably concede. But, they've got a home advantage, remember, so there's a good chance for them to have, quite a lot of the play, I would think.
Yeah.
And plus, we're probably going to sit back a little bit, I would think, as well. But, I think the 2-1 victory, come back to the London Stadium and then really show them what crowd support can do.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's 25,000 stadium they've got. So we're going to have a few, 1,500, 2,000 over there. So it's, we'll have a fair whack over there. By the looks of Twitter, there's quite a few already over there. But I think it could be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. It's what we want, isn't it? This is what we want.
Yeah. And it kind of also, for us older generation fans, it kind of, we're hoping for a little bit of payback from the 76 final.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hopefully it will go our way tonight anyway.
Yes, I hope so. I think it will do. I think, and although we've been playing poorly elsewhere in the league and stuff, it's the conference is always, we scored 3 goals in every game we've played this season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And look how well we did in the earlier stages of the Europa last year.
Yeah.
We were absolutely battering teams. So, all bodes well really now, Russ, especially with the strength of, squad that we've got now. Yeah. It all bodes well for us, and, I'm expecting, us to be in the final stages of the Europa conference.
Yeah.
No reason why we can't. If we win our group, we avoid all the teams coming down from Europa League. Until the final stages, of course, But I think by then we'll have had our established 11 sorted for that competition, and I think David Moyes has already got a fairly good idea of what that is anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's nice that we've got a situation now where we can put almost two teams up practically, can't we? Really, in all honesty, particularly with bringing a couple of the new lads in, the kids, and obviously we've had this and we've got. Again, still to come in more likely, I reckon January he'll be back after the World Cup. He'll probably fit for the World Cup, but he'll probably come in after the World Cup into the squad. So, and then you've got 4 recognised centre-backs and, we're looking a lot healthier.
Yeah,
there's only... that is, man. All right, then, what time are you back on?
Well... I'm actually working at 5, so but I've got to go and have a look at a little private removal job. Not removal as in
private, cash in hand. I know, Olive. I know. Cash in hand, does it?
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at dismantling a kitchen so that they can.
Good.
They want to reuse the kitchen, but in a different building. So.
Fair enough. It's never easy, those flat packs.
Crowbars and sledgehammers for this.
That's what I mean. It's never easy. You can never put it back properly, can you? After you've taken it down once with those wardrobes and stuff.
At least I'm not going to be asked to put it back together because it's actually being shipped out to India.
Oh, maybe you would get a tan.
Well, they might have to sort my passport out for me. I think I've got about 3 months left on it.
I've got to do my Esters for America. I've got to remember that. Otherwise, me and Mrs. Bud and Florence aren't going. Yeah, good shout. All right, man. Go on. I'll leave you get to it, man.
Okay, buddy. No problem. Man. And give my regards to the family. Thanks to everybody watching. Take care. Don't forget, subscribe and like. Take care, guys.
Well done, Budge. He knows the score. Good old Budge. And obviously, if you thought, if you wanted to see more of Budgie, him and Kieran, or Bert and Ernie, as we call them, refer to them nicely, they do a show every Wednesday night, about 11 o'clock UK time. But you can obviously, the idea is so it's late, so American fans can watch it. The Asian fans and the Australasia fans, they've got something on their sort of airtime, so to speak, on their sort of. So go and check them out. It's good fun. Nice chat, and they always engage in everything in terms of everyone who's there and all your comments. And it's a bit more of an open brief, and it's called Old School Hammers, not Old Street Hammers. Old School Hammers in association with Old School Clothing. There we go. Jesus, to remember to do that. Right, okay, what we've got here, Mr. Few, you talking about a disco in Spain, reminds me of certificates, reminds me of, and Del Boy. Do you know what I always keep saying? Because that's what, when Flo says something, oh, yeah, okay. And I'll go, oh, that's lovely, Alan. And that's from that episode, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely, Alan. Oh, we've got a nice glass. The mums and dads won't mind to a nice glass of sangria. Oh, that's lovely, Alan. There we go. You look more like a Dorothy. There we go. Not an olive, indeed. Draw wouldn't be a bad result. Totally agree. Darren, good evening to you, my friend. James has gone for a 2-1 victory. Ballon Dawson and Oggy. So was it two set plays, or is Oggy going to do it, or is that? Maybe Ballon Dawson is going to do, or maybe he's playing up front like West Ham Clips does for his Football Manager series. Russ, can I potentially get in contact with you? Do something with your work at the club? I was wondering if there's a potential for you to come in for a day and get some work experience. The best thing to do is contact the club directly, because see if they might be able to help with work experience. I won't. I'll literally have to just pass it straight on, so it makes no difference. So go to the club directly, and they might be able to help you out. Ludders, good morning, good afternoon to you. West Ham win this 2-0 and they get qualify and concentrate on the Premier League. I think we need another. I think 2 victories in the next 2 games is definite, because I think we can. Oh no, I don't know. Maybe we can draw. I think we have to draw all 3 of those next games, or basically 6 more points guarantees it. So win today, win next week. Done with 2 games to go. I thought this was B and Burn. Oh, unbelievable. Matsu and Cornet, or in two players, which one selected tonight? Well, Cornet is not available. Apparently, he's not travelled. That's what I've heard. He was doubtful anyway, and someone in the chat said he hasn't travelled. He stayed in England. So I don't think Cornet is going to be playing, which gives Ben Rama a chance to maybe chime, potentially. If you want to come and have a chat, there's a link. Let's put that link in the chat. Links in the chat where you can do it on, like you can say hello like Budgie did, or you can call me on the phone, like the old fashioned people, just like on the old dog and bone. Give us a call on the dog and bone. I've put it in as an American sort of international number, but it's 0116 318 3846. It's a UK number, but if you want to give us a bell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it in there, just so, or UK callers, just because some people might get a bit not understand it. 318 3846. There we go. Show that bad boy. There we go. Makes more sense. Moisey confirmed he didn't travel. Indeed. So yeah, he was one of the ones. He was doubtful. When Suido again isn't playing, he's out. And Johnson was potentially from the for those of you who didn't. Let me where's my slides. For those of you who were a bit later on, who didn't turn up till a bit later, where were you? So obviously, Cornet's out, but Andre Treble is doubtful. And the Belgium under-21 defensive midfielder, Marco Kana, is also doubtful. And we've got, for anyone in the group stages, you've got 3 yellow cards if you get suspension. We've got 4 players on 3. 4 players on 1, and obviously Maxwell Cornet is not travelling. And as always, there'll be no VAR. As always. So just so you guys know, there'll be no VAR. There's no goal line technology. None of that's included for the Europa Conference League games until the final. Which actually means people score a goal and people celebrate straight away, which is quite an unusual prospect, something we haven't had for a couple of years at the club now. You score, you've got to wait until maybe kick-off, and then you can celebrate. Cornet has a slight muscle strain, but he's on track for the Fulham game. Well, that's great. That's exactly what you want. So, Cornet can concentrate on being fit for the Fulham game. I wouldn't start Scott Mackett. I'd start Antonio. That's mine. It's for me. It's two different teams now. Almost two different teams. I think we can almost put that. For me, it's Ariel in goal. It's probably Emerson left back, and then it's going to be Ogbonna and Dawson as the two. I think Soufal will be right back, and then you'll have. I think it'll probably be Souček and Downs. I wouldn't mind Coventry and Downs, to be honest, and give Souček time off as well. And then my three would be Benrahma, Lanzini, and probably Bowen. That's the only one I think will probably start. He hasn't got that sort of rights, unless you maybe put Fornals in and play the three, and then up front I'd put Antonio. That's what I do. Thriller, sod that job, mate. Sounds like a nightmare. Exactly. They're going to have to use two-part adhesive. Oh, God, you lot are talking. No idea. GP, hope you're well. No VAR, no surprise they bother with officials. Well, the officials are all from Serbia. All the officials are from Serbia. And I believe is it Nico? Who is the referee? I've got it here. Where's my slides? Then the referee is Novak Simovic, who has been refereeing, it looks like, professionally for the last 11 years, and in the UEFA Club conferences for the last 3 years. There we go. Russ, hi Russ. Question 1. I like it when there's questions, when there's numbers. 1. What 3 players do you think need to play tonight? I think Benny, Downs, and Johnson. Agreed. I reckon Benny, Downs, and not Johnson. Yeah, okay, say Johnson. Yeah, Johnson. 2, what are your thoughts on Emerson? Still 100% of his defending. He's not a defender. It's a similar situation to, I think, when we had Masuaku. He wasn't a defender. He was put there, and he was a wing back. And I think Emerson is a wing back. I don't think he's a defender. I think he's a wing back. And so you can play him at left back when he's, like, for example, no disrespect, but for the lesser games, without a problem, giving Cresswell rest. I don't think he's a long-term replacement to Aaron Cresswell. I think within our ranks, Ben Johnson is that, but I think there will be opportunity. For me, I think that's an area which we need to get a young, strong. I mean, we were looking at the lad from Leicester, weren't we, last year? Was it Leicester? Yeah. Was it Thomas from Leicester? Something I can't remember. And he was like £20 million or something ridiculous like that. But I think that's the only position. I don't think he's necessarily a left back by trade. I'd say both. You're probably right. They probably will get run out. Keep their legs warm, innit? I know what you mean, Adam. Kira thinks he's our best right back. Emerson thinks seems to be our best left midfield, but he thinks he's a left back. You're totally right. I mean, it just shows you when we play them. They literally, Emerson doesn't tend to come on for Aaron Cresswell as a direct replacement. Tends to come on as a left wing, left midfield replacement. Really, he doesn't really come for Aaron Cresswell unless he's injured. So there we go. Think Anderlecht is the hardest game. Can we win back to back? Yes, we can. I think we've got more than enough now, ladders, and I think it's momentum. I think if we come out next Sunday with or next Sunday. I can't remember when we're playing next. Yeah, if we come out with, say, the end of next weekend with 4 wins under our belt. So, one against Wolves, so win against Anderlecht, win against Fulham, win against Anderlecht, and then maybe I was like five under our belt. Then I think that's more than possible. And I think, as I said, I could easily see us getting these 2 victories against both home and away for Anderlecht. They drew with Stenar Bucharest in their games. They beat Silkeborg, didn't they? Or they said George. They haven't. Yeah. They drew to Silkeborg and beat. I can't remember, but yeah, they. Where is it? I can't find it. There we go. So yes, they've got 4 points. We've got 6 points. Yeah. They lost. They beat Silkeborg, and they drew with Stenar Bucharest. And we beat Stenar Bucharest and we beat Silkeborg. So, yeah, I think we've got more enough there, mate. More enough in the tank. Is Emerson the massive... Oh, I reckon it... I don't think this is bad. I don't think Massive Walker was that bad. I think he's put in the wrong system. I think it's the system. I agree. 6-1 across both games. Toby says, easy. Maybe he brought to play left back and has a plan B. I totally agree, GP. He's not going to be... I think his plan B is Ben Johnson. Sorry, I've got a really bad nose. I'm so sorry. I think Ben Johnson's is the left back. And so I think Emerson is the left wing back. It's a different type of play. It's a different type of player. Different type of skills you need. But yeah. We have plans. He plays a right back. I think we're talking about Kira. I think was watching that game. Yeah. And that's where he's played. He's played right back. That's where he plays. He plays right back for Germany. He's a bloody good right back. Anyone else feeling excited after I shot it? Yep, me too. Topes, I am. I think we got a caller. Let me get a caller. Oh, hang on. We got a caller coming in. Give me 2 secs. Hello. Wait a tick. Hello. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Hello, Darren. How you doing, big boy? You all right, man? Lovely. Good, mate. I'm glad. Cheers, boss. Thank you very much.
And then certain other channels have done it when we just got past this COVID period. So football did have to take a step back. You know, for many people's lives, we're just getting back together now here in Asia.
Brilliant.
I just thought I'd phone up and say, thank you.
Pleasure. I'll tip you a hat, son. Thank you very much, my man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the call all the way from Thailand, my friend. Lovely stuff.
What about everybody else in the chat? I just trust you're well. Trust you're all well.
Yeah. We're all well, man. We're all good. Looks like everyone's all right, man. Looks like we're all right, geezer. We're all okay. All right, mate. Come you irons. See you soon, man. Take care, man. Bye-bye. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. There we go. Darren all the way from Thailand. All over the bloody place, aren't we? We are massive. I told you we're massive everywhere we go. Hopefully you heard him a bit. I had to change the audio a bit, so I hope you heard him a bit better. Toby, tell you after, depends if he wants to resort to the same old style. Dawson to score twice from corners in the first half. Benny to sneak one. Russ's nose runs. He's doing more running than Tommy Soucek. Unbelievable. I know, it's awful, isn't it? Thailand. Yeah, I mean, we've got them all over the game, all over the gaff. Indeed, Thailand's here. We've got Australia. We've got America. We've got anywhere in the world. Feel free. You've got the numbers there. You can come and have a chat, and we can have a good old natter. Good old natter. West Ham challenge. Anton Ladyboys. Who makes the most money? Clearly me. Just me. We need to play Downs. I don't know working there. We need to play down, says John Henry. I think we do, mate. I think we do need to play him. We are massive everywhere we go. More questions. 1. Do you ever play without VAR? Yes. Who, in your opinion, has been our best signing now that we're in October? Oh, I think it's, for me, Adam, that's that last question. First question is easy. Yes, easy. Because I think it's not necessarily for the... It's not necessarily for the benefit of, obviously those fine decisions and things like that. For me, it's not that. It's just there's so much. It's just easier. You know where the land lies. And unless they got it 100%. Something like goal line technology, I think is great, because actually it's either cross line, it hasn't cross line, and actually in theory, things like offsides, that's judged. There's a line, and if you're even a millimetre outside the line, then you're offside. So stuff like that could be automated. It's when there's these even with VAR, there's still that need for someone's opinion, and that's what I can't get me at. It's still, there's someone in Stockley Park rather than at London Stadium is making that decision, or is questioning that decision. And if they question that decision, that automatically puts the referee at London Stadium on edge, because why are they questioning it? And so it takes a very strong referee to say, actually, no, you're wrong there, mate, and you've had video replays, and I've watched that first time. So yeah, who've been our best signing now? For me, that's two parts. I think up until September, for me, the first 6 weeks was Benny. I thought Benny played very well, and I think now, the last couple of games, I think Skamaka is playing. I think he's playing. Do you know what? It's not. It's Kira. Tila Kira has been our best signing since he got to the side. End of. Afternoon, Rich. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Sitting on the bench, collecting dust. Great talent. He is a great talent. He is indeed. As I said, if anyone else, we'd probably be on for another 10 minutes. If anyone wants to come and have a chat like Darren did from Thailand, feel free. You can either the links somewhere in the thing, or you can call the phone like Darren did, all the way from Thailand. If you've got a dodgy internet connection, or you don't want to be on live, so to speak, you don't want to be on the screen, because some people do. So you don't want to be on the screen. So feel free to dial in and call in like they do on those call-in shows like 5 Live and stuff like that. This is Hammers Live. This is Network Live. That would do. Who would be your team? I've gone for the team. I think for me it's going to be. Ariola in goal. I think it's a back four of Emerson. I think it's Oggy, Dawson, and Sufal. I think it's Souček and Downs in the middle. And then I think it's the 3 of Ben Rama, Lanzini, and Bowen with Antonio up front. How many? Well, I think we've got a bench. I think we've got up to 12 on the bench, I think. And where is it? I've got it here. We've got, the manager can name up to 12 substitutes and can make 5 subs, same as the Premier League, but only on 3 occasions plus half time. There's no additional concussion substitutions at all available during the UEFA Cup competitions. There you go. Afternoon on it. Weather report in Allchurch, please. Might have missed it. Autumnal. It's bloody cold. It's not. No, I won't say cold. It's brisk, but very sunny. Do you know what I mean? Very sunny but brisk. But is what it is. Is what it is. 3 goalkeepers. Let's hope. Oh no, God. Fill out that bench. But I think a couple of lads have travelled, aren't they? A couple of young lads, and obviously we put out the A squad, which is the sort of the match day squad, which we have to. It's the European squad. We have to register. Is it before? I think you have to register quite. But obviously with the B squad, anyone who's who's been with the club, who's under the age of 21, I think, who's been in the club for at least 2 years, can get into the squad. So hence why there was Lang, there was Clayton, and the other lad. They all were training. Whether they travelled, we don't necessarily know if they all travelled, but they were training. I imagine they would travel, to be honest, because why wouldn't you just to throw him in if need be anyway? Don't think Ariola can get the first team after us winning at Wolves. I mean, Anton made a really good point yesterday, and he made a good point, and he doesn't do it very often. That's why sort of was like, wow, good point. Last year, we got to the semi-finals of Europa League, all those great nights in Europe. What was more fun? The Premier League or your Europa League? It was Europa League in all the cup competitions. Think about the drama of that Man City game where we beat them on penalties and knocked them out of the Carabao Cup for the first time in 5 years. For me, it's not. It's one's a league keeper, one's a cup keeper. I wouldn't say one's number 1, one's number 2, one's in the first team, but it's. I think actually, would you, if you was Fabianski, you'd be wanting to play in that Europa League semi-finals, surely. Rather than necessarily Burnley away. So you're still going to, I mean, whatever happens, you're still going to play 25 games roughly last season. How many games did Ariola play last season? Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look on my lists. I have all my players lists to hand, just in case people ask me questions. Ariola made last season 18 appearances he made last season. And obviously that's dependent on, he only made 2 Premier League appearances. So he basically was all the cup competitions, and League Cup, obviously we got knocked out at the 5th round, and the FA Cup got nicked out 5th. Say we got back to get to the quarters of either of them, you're making 20, 25, 20, 22 appearances. So, that's not too shabby, Alonso. What do you think the score will be? I'm going to say 3-1 as well, John. 3-1. Going to be a tough game so far. I think Moisey has got to be strong. He does. It's amazing what Wing can do for us. So many games in October. There are so many. There's so many. And there's so many home games as well. I was telling Mrs. The mother-in-law, she's putting all in a little diary. She still has a diary, bless her. And it's like this game. I've got 5 games in. Yeah, we've got Fulham, then we've got away, and I think we've got 5 games or something like that, 4 or 5 home games still to go in October. Plus, we've got quite a few. I think we've got, despite the fact we finished the Premier League that 16th of November, we've got 3 games in November, I think, as well. Where can we stream it live, please? Well, we'll be watching it live, so come and watch it with us, or I'm sure you can find places elsewhere. It's on BT Sport, I believe. Right, another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to have to dash, unfortunately. If you want to come and have a chat about your thoughts about the game, feel free, if you're looking forward to it. You can either do it via StreamYard, via the little link that's in the chat, and you come on like me on a video, or just give us a bell on the old dog and bone. If they've got the UK and the international, it's exactly the same. So either or, feel free, you can jump on, have a chat, have a natter with DJ Russie B, have a little chin wag. 0116 318 3846. That's 0116 318 3846. We'll tighten that up. But people were asking us about us, because people who don't necessarily have very good internet connection still wanted to come on in, like Darren, bless him. So he calls from Thailand, and it's very early it's very late in the evening over there, bless him. If not, we'll be back. I'll be you might see him towards the end of October. I reckon he'll be in the World Cup, so maybe he'll try and get a couple of games in for the World Cup. But I can see him being fit for the World Cup because he's already on the grass, as Moyes tends to say. So that'd be a huge boost, and then that'd be a real cat amongst the pigeons amongst that back 4, in my opinion. I think they'll probably take out Dawson. Aged goes in at left centre back, Zuma right centre back, and then Kira right back. Maybe even take out Zuma for a bit and play Kira and Dawson. Be nice too, I think. Interesting to see. And then you'll have a proper ball playing centre half as well there, which would be cool. What are you thinking? Where are you currently with it? Where are you currently at with Moyes? I'm still pro Moyes. I'm not afraid to say I am. I just think there's going to be by the looks of it, there's going to be a hell of a management merry-go-round coming up shortly. What's his face? Ralph Husselos, whatever his name is. He looks like he's going to lose his job at Southampton. Steve Cooper might lose his job at Nottingham Forest. Leicester are still sniffing around. Rafa Benitez, apparently he's named. So actually, I think sometimes you just want to stick to what you know. Do you know what I mean? Just stick to what you know and who you know. Makes things a lot easier. In my humble opinion. Is he on the grass to help with the pain? Hey, boom, boom. Win tonight, and that's all but the F8 singing before winning the... I think you need to... For me, James, I'd want 2 wins, and then the next 2 games, 2 wins, and then that's it. Cabbage Patch Manager could go at... He could. There's a lot of managers, I think, and becoming... I mean, the thing is, you come out to the World Cup, so it's a great way to sort of lose your manager, and you've got 6 weeks to get someone new in who can talk to the players who aren't going to the World Cup. You've got time to train. There's going to be a big manager, and then you hit January where it's the transfer window. So actually, it all fits quite nicely. What we're going to do at the end of the season with Moyes? The contract runs out. Extend or twist? Extend in my thing. Russ, have you seen that musical video by After Cooking? It's gone viral. Uses bits and bobs to play the tunes. It's really funky. Have a gander. I will do, Ralph. Let us know. Send me a tweet at DJ Rusty Beavy on Twitter, or an email at westhamnetwork@gmail.com, and I'll check it out personally. Apparently Slaver's 3 games to save his job at Watford. There we go. He's got, they need a new manager by the end of next week, probably. Simon, hope you're well, my friends. Hope you're well. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to have to skedaddle. Pleasure as always. Don't be a stranger. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share. Give it one of those bloody good subscribes, why don't you? We'll be back. I think we should have Harry's preview in the next hour, couple of hours. Little 5-minute, all you need to know, bosh. So you're equipped with the latest information when you're at the pub tonight, if you're watching the game. And then we'll be live with the match, watch along with Match Day Live from about 4:40, so 5:45 kickoff, just so you guys are aware. We'll probably do a little review show after that. As I said, if you're all well, it's nice to see. Thanks, Wassel. Very good. Someone's been paying attention to the beginning of the show. But as I said, thank you to all of our channel members. If you want to be a channel member, hit the join button there and become a channel member. Support the channel that way. But if not, become just a subscriber. It's all free and it's all good. But anyway, I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you about 4:30, 4:45. Bye-bye.
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of